The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter.
He's having a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vitinha. Now there's a... And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Bullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Turan. Here's Vitinha. Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos. Bale. He is through here. Bale puts them all in. Frimpong.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nice looking ball. Played into space out wide. Only partially clear. Pull it, and pull it! Oh, that is very close.
Bullet brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Roberto Carlos, Dembele chasing after it, and it's Dembele. Dembele, that is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's managed to get free. Bullet! Still goalless at the moment. Vitinha. Vitinha puts his foot on the gas. Gremio applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does...
Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Well-timed, excellent interception. Vitinha. Van Dijk. to Thuram. Yamal picks it up out wide. That's going right the way across.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has been cut short. No, that's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Out towards the flank. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vitinha. Nemecha. Frimpong. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal. He has found the way through. Yamal's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. He shifted it to the flank. 30 minutes gone.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Yamal is in a really good position out wide. He's got away. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's going up front in a hurry. Nemecha. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Roberto Carlos knocks it into space. Asensio. Oh, that's a key interception. Nemecha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Nemecha. Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos. There is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
And now,
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Header! There it is!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Nicely worked. Oh, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's cut it out. Yamal under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Bale is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Roberto Carlos. Tremendous from Roberto Carlos! About as smooth as it gets. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Gremio grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that's been won straight back. Ambitious ball here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Yamal, Vitinha, and it's Vitinha. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Gremio clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rummenigge, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Yamal. Number 13.
Looking for the run.
30,
Johnson looking to run onto it.
Number 43.
Up he goes!
Number 51,
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Can he get it through?
On the field.
Yamal
Number
hustling
22,
down that right flank.
Johnson.
Just
Number
about up to
99,
75 minutes.
Number 34.
And that is a little
Number
undercooked.
32, Number 5.
Plays it through.
Substitution.
Johnson providing an outlet on that flank. Thuram is there and he can get that clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get on the end of this? He can run onto that. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and he's heaved it away. Yamal gets a good foot in there. Johnson is onto it in a flash. Well, they've got it again. This is intriguing. Next goal critical. It's Eto'o! Goal! Gremio! And the comeback is complete. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Gremio nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Short changes him with that pass. Roberto Carlos. And it's Eto'o. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Gremio clearly now in lead preservation mode. Rummenigge charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's a little off target. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to... Great chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps. He's got full! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Probing pass. Yamal picks it up out wide. Deep cross. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos. And he's picked out the run. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a throw in. Played out wide. Can he get it through? Looking for options for movement. A header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
It's Nedved. Nedved is in a really good position out wide.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now, can they get him away? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played into space. That's been cut out, well played. And Hullet! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Bale, a player who needs no introduction. No joy this time. Keeper's got good distance on that. He's done very well to take that back. That'll be a throw. He's going for goal! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Messi tries to pass it through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Hullet. Van Dijk produces the perfect tackle there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And straight into the wall. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Flings in across. Oh, that was vital. Hullet, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Tacho calmly anticipates. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. That'll be a throw-in. Threads one in. Pulls out once more. Hullet, now it's Messi. And this is Hullet. He's got away. Hullet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So what can they make of this? That has been cut short. Played out to the right. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Yamal, looking for the run. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he can clear it away. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a shade optimistic. Nedved has created one goal already.
Pretty robust
he's not
defending.
getting past him there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Yamal. Nedved. Messi. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. And that has left him in a heap. Pull it. Vieira. And it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's a sharp little ball here. Back into the middle. Aimed beyond the defence. Out to the right. Now he's got space here. And that is a little undercooked. Well-timed, excellent interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Knocks it into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
60 minutes played. Here's a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And he was quick to react. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Bale. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. Nedved crosses. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 26.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
20.
Celtic find a position of real strength now.
Number 8. Pele.
Bellingham.
Number 17.
Now it's Messi.
Substitution.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pull it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Messi. Tchouameni gets across to intercept that. Pele. Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. Shot it goal! Now, how often do you see that?
Celtic certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's been played through. He's had a shot! And it's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Celtic are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can...
Big header! Great vision. Lovely. Now then. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Frimpong. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Niceties are not part of...
And the shot! He's scored!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Nemecha. No way through. Quarter of an hour played. Played out to the left flank. Yamal. What a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Great chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Griezmann. Oh, nice touch. Cross flung, terrific header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Buffon gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mateus. And it's Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a searching pass. Bale gets into a good position. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Yamal. Frimpong knocks it into space. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Mateus. Nedved. Rudiger. Bale stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Fired deep towards the back post. Vicario deals with that nice and simple. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ball is over the line. He's a sharp little ball here. The cross climbs up big.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
5 minutes till the break. Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! Off the post! Nedved. And Mateus. Now it's Hullet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nedved. Haaland.
2 added minutes has
Frimpong.
been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. And Yamal. Rudiger does well to get it back. Yamal. Looking to play him in. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the
Just
other.
a quick request today for everybody.
It's an
to
eye-catching
please kindly
scoreline,
remove
but it's
any
a
cars
fair
parked
reflection
on the
on
road
what we've
outside
just
the
seen
stadium.
in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are back on the way. And it's Nedved. And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mateus. It's a good ball out wide.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Vicario punts it upfield. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Vieira. Nedved. Pacho cuts it out. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Yamal. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's got full. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Griezmann. The message is clear. None shall pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared without hesitation. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Almost an hour gone. He's shifting through the gears here. This might... And the shot! They've scored! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So is this the start of a comeback? Vieira. Mateus. And here's Haaland. And here's Griezmann. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann. Plays it across. And Mateus. Bale. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vieira. Nedved. And it's Maldini. Looking for a runner. Can he latch on to this? Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Number 30, Fredholm.
And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then.
Number 43, number 13, coming on the field, number 22, Johnson.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 24, number 32, number
Nicely
9,
shaped ball.
Sheshko.
Maldini makes the
Substitution in
interception.
progress.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries to play it through. Played in deep. Oh, taken with style! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter.
There's the shot! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Hekimolu. Johnson. Cross to the back post. Oh, what a collide! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
He's there to head it! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Extravagant effort! And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Johnson. Bale.
4 added minutes has been
Bale
indicated.
goes on a charge down the left. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Nedved. That's an imaginative pass. Now that's well seen too. Time added on 4 minutes. Bale could move up a gear here. Bale. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on... He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's played in. In he goes again! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ødegaard. Rodri. Now it's Cruyff. He's having a go! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Cruyff brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Rodri is there, and he can pick it up. That looks a cracking ball. Just the goalkeeper. Van Nistelrooy! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And Cruyff! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And now they can spring out of defence. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's an imaginative pass. Brilliantly cut out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Played in deep. He gets big! Cleared without hesitation. Yamal hurtling down that right flank. Azar. And he's being shifted off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played out to the right. Yamal's cross. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mignon claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And it's Frimpong. Yamal. Yamal's cross. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
He won't be happy with that one. Hops for safety. Cruyff looks to get on the end of this. Frimpong. Azar. Aims beyond the defence. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well read, and the danger is averted. Frimpong. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a really well-measured ball. Ball up he goes! And he's done it! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Looking for the run. Now it's Yamal.
Oh, great feat, that.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Yamal tries a measured ball. And the shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now, he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Frimpong. Bullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's found support out wide.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has ended up in no man's land. Frimpong. Nemecha. And the first 45 minutes are up. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the second half gets underway. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Frimpong. Tries to pass it through. But that has not gone well. Not the most accurate pass. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Cross to the back post. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Opts to play it back. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Big header! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Frimpong. Oh, no joy this time. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mbappe is Mbappe! So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Played into space out wide. Rodri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to...
Mbappe, and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chouameni. Oh, good spread. Cruyff. 60 minutes played. And Cruyff! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game.
Yamal. Number 13. Coming on the field. Number 22. Johnson. Number 9.
Ball is over the line.
Sheshko. Substitution.
Lewandowski picks it up out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper. Pass somewhat off target. Pacho. Chouameni. And it's Frimpong.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He rises! It's loose, and there's a race for the... And one more try! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Brennan Johnson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's their second corner of the game. Flings in across, and he was alert to it. And now they can spring out of defence. Played back in. Good ball, good take. And here's Lewandowski. Hazard. Can he get it through? And that interception was most necessary. So their fourth corner of the game. No, he's managed to misplace that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Cruyff. And Cruyff! Off the post! Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ødegaard. Hazard! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he get on the end of this? Frimpong looking to play him in. Rodri. Ødegaard. And it's Frimpong. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
After 87 minutes is number 22, Johnson. Johnson. Johnson.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
De Jong. No, it's Nedved. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Great vision. Tacho deals with that comfortably. Short changes him with that pass. Chouameni. Nemecha. Hullet. Yamal engages and forces him off the ball. Yaya Toure. And here's Messi. Nemecha. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Aimed beyond the defence. Yamal. Played out to the right.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he plays one through. Buffon claims comfortably. Threads one in.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's come in hard. Bullet. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get on the end of this? Maldini. Yaya Toure. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Clipped into space. Now that's well seen too. Yamal gets into a good position. Knocks it into space. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. There it is! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. He's cut it out. Oh, shooting chance! Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hullet. And it's played. Oh, smashing! It's hit the crossbar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Yamal. Frimpong. Thuram. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Looking for the run. Tries to play it through. He has a look up. Messi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Araujo is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, there's a probing ball. There's a sharp little ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pull it. Now, can they get him away? Yamal looking to get on the end of this.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Yaya Toure. De Jong. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Incoming, he's got tall. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Time and again they are repelled. Can he get it through? Yaya Toure. Nedved. And it's Hullet. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. It's all a little bit desperate, but can he finish? It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a mighty effort. He will be livid with himself. Nedved. Nedved stood his ground strongly. De Jong is always looking to break lines. And it's Yaya Toure. Hullet. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21, numero 10, Messi, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 5, Ronaldinho, il numero 14.
And they've turned it round! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And he was quick to react. De Jong. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Takes aim. Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Yamal gets flagged offside. Bellingham. Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. That really would have raised the roof.
Well, look, we know there's a sense of artistry in everything he does. That's so typically him.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Yamal. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Lascia il campo
can he get
per
onto
il
this?
numero
Nice
9.
interception. His
Attenzione al
positioning
cambio.
was spot on. Chouameni. Now it's Johnson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Johnson's cross. That's a lovely, neat pass. Quality ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, terrible pass. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can...
Sesko! They've got to be quick. Oh, he's been caught napping. Hit into the middle. Spectacular save. And it's Chouameni. Out towards the flank.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. Chance! It's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the...
It's Ronaldinho! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Shevchenko. De Jong.
Ci saranno 5 minuti.
And here's Shevchenko. Bellingham. That is a brilliant interception. A lovely bit of skill. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, sweet feet. Bellingham picks it up out wide. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Pullet could try cutting inside. Oh, smashing header! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cristiano Ronaldo. Out to the left it goes. Can he get on the end of this? Pelé, and this is Pelé! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Tacho cuts out the pass. He's picked his way through. Pelé, Nemecha does well to get it back. Hekimolu charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's in on goal. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh no, this does not look good. Liverpool trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Strong running down that left flank. Hekimolu. Taken back almost at once. It's out for a goal kick. And he welcomes it in. Ball is over the line. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Yamal. Hekimolu. He's in space and looking for options. Plays it across. Oh, what a collide! And it's come back out to him. That's really well manoeuvred. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tele threads one in. Hekimolu. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, that's fabulous. Deep cross. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Pele, looking for a runner. And that is expertly dealt with. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. He won't be happy with that one. Pele. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Nemecha could move up a gear here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
It's a searching pass. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Looking for options for movement. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Spread it left. And the cutback.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Hekimolu. That's an imaginative pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Hekimolu is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, easy pickings there. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. It is a corner. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up he goes! And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's there to head it! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, important interception. Nicely aimed pass. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's looking wide. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good take in a good area. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Chance for a shot! Tele gets into a good position. Liverpool have their second corner now. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.